February.
Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanotta was a piano-playing New Yorker who grew up in Manhattan, listening to Madonna and Michael Jackson. 3 short years after her high school graduation, she went from a major of the arts to a worldwide sensation. Stephanie Germanotta is better known today as Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is one of the most talented, popular, and controversial artists we have in the music industry. Lady Gaga was born March 28, 1986. At the age of 4, she began to play the piano, and at the age of 13, she began to write her own songs. She was privileged enough to attend an all-girls Catholic school on the Upper East Side of Manhattan called the Covenant of the Sacred Heart, where she graduated in 2003. At the age of 17, she had early admissions to the Tisch School of Arts at NYU. After less than a year of attending NYU, she dropped out, according to Brian Haight of the Rolling Stone magazine. After dropping out, her father agreed to pay for her living while she tried to make a name for herself and gain popularity. Lady Gaga has had many ups and downs. She started by singing in nightclubs around Manhattan. A nightclub she visited frequently was the Bitter End. She was picked up by Def Jam Records, but dropped 3 short months afterwards for no apparent reason. She was then found by Akon and introduced to Interscope Records. After she signed with Interscope Records, she began writing songs for famous stars like Fergie, Britney Spears, the Pussycat Dolls, and even New Kids on the Block. In an interview with Barbara Walters, Lady Gaga was asked how she got her name. She said that her friends nicknamed her Gaga because of her personality. Lady Gaga was one of the first ever artists to have 4 number 1s on a debut album. Her popularity stemmed from her shock factor and her controversial outfits. In a popular show called Glee, there is an episode dedicated to Lady Gaga in which they featured her songs and many of her outfits. You will now watch the clip.
Cause I'm a freak, baby. I want a bad, bad romance. I want your loving, I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance.
In this clip, we see many of her famous outfits. We have outfits ranging from bubbles to white wigs to even lobster sunglasses. These are just a few of her outfits. Recently, she's been seen in meat dresses and even an incubating egg at the Grammys. A controversy that was shown on the internet was the Yankees and Mets game, where she was shown wearing fishnets, bikini bottoms, a bra top, and a Yankees jersey. Also during the game, she decided to show her middle finger to the camera, which showed up all over the internet. In the same interview with Barbara Walters on 2020, she said that many people have called her artificial and attention-seeking. And she says that she is an artist that is devoted to love and art. Many of her outfits have been considered outrageous, and she says that she likes to shock, and that's how she gains her popularity. And that's why she is a very controversial artist today. Lady Gaga's talent, rapid rise of popularity, and controversial attitude shaped her into the artist she is today. The 24-year-old will never be the same. Thank you. Anybody have any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
What are some positive aspects of Lady Gaga?
I found that recently she paid for a heart surgery for her dad, and I thought that that was a very kind thing for her to do. Any other questions?
What's your favorite Lady Gaga song?
My favorites are more of her older ones. Featured on this is Bad Romance, and then also at the end of this episode is a slower version of Poker Face. Any other? Yes.
Do you think she's done any other good than what the media portrays her as?
I'm sure she has, because the media can portray you whichever way they decide. But from what I've seen, there's a few. Any other questions? Okay, thank you.